Clarkson. At second base, Peyton Street. At first, Evie Canterbury. At third, Carolyn Clarkson. In center field, Grayson Dowdy. And right field, Lizzie Smith. Now, if everyone will stand, Chloe Burke will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job.
Amazing. Very good.
Give her a hand.
Good job, Chloe.
Just a reminder to all the cars, please keep your headlights turned off during the game. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. We are finally ready to get into some softball. Almost 7 o'clock. This game originally expected to have an opening pitch about 5:30. Delay. But we're ready to get it started now. So James Monroe's just taking the field. They're going to take their pregame pitches here, and we'll be ready to go. Look at the lineup here on senior night at James Monroe. First for the Princeton Tigers, it'll be Shy Richardson, Ivy Redford, Hayden Jones, Abby Farley, Bailey Brewster, Shaylee Cook, Faith Blankenship, Charlie Atkins, and Autumn Triolo for the Mavericks. And in left field, Peyton Griffith. That's short, Chloe Burt. Behind the plate, Shaylin Wickline. Pitching, Bradley Thomas. Designated hitter, Aaliyah Clarkson. Second base, Peyton Street. First, Evie Canterbury. Third base, Carolyn Clarkson. Center field, Grayson Dowdy. And in the flex position, playing right field, is Lizzie Smith. All right, here we are, ready to get it started. And here's the first pitch from Thomas, called strike. That's Shy Richardson, the shortstop. She'll stand in on the 0-1. Hits that one right back to shortstop Chloe Burt. She traps on the ground, throw over, and called safe. So Richardson's able to leg out a ground ball just by the thinnest of margins over there. That'll bring up Redford. Here's the pitch. That one slapped to second. Street there to pick it up. The short toss to first will get the out, and that'll move Richardson over to second. It'll bring up Hayden Jones, and she takes strike one on the outside. All right, it was Ivy Radford, not Redford. Here's the next pitch. Jones gets inside. You go off the glove of Wickline back to the backstop, and it'll let Richardson take third. 1-1 count to Jones. Runner on third, one away. Wind up in the pitch from Thomas. That one hit to first. He's going to go ahead and get the tag out. Throw home. In time, double play. Mavericks gets him out of the inning. What a play there by Evie Canterbury. Had the presence of mind to come up, make that play short, get the tag, and still make the throw in. I think a little bit of hesitation over there by Richardson coming down the line. Bought them just enough time to be able to make that play at home and get the double play. Mavericks are going to get out of the jam, and we'll head to the bottom of the first, 0-0. All right, we're back after that fantastic defensive play. First baseman Evie Canterbury comes up, gets the ball down the line, tags the runner, makes the throw home to beat the play there, and the Mavericks get the double play to get out of the jam with one out and a runner on third. Nobody comes across in the top of the inning, and we're into the bottom, and it's going to be Peyton Griffith set to lead off, and she will be the first Maverick here tonight to face Hayden Jones. Freshman Griffith will stand in here to lead off on senior night. Had those festivities a while ago. Here's the pitch from Jones, and a hard hit ball back. It's going to get into the right field through the gap. And Griffith will come around, and she'll go ahead and retreat back to first. Be held to a single, but it's a first pitch leadoff single, and the Mavericks in business. That'll bring up Chloe Burt to hit next. Speedy Burt, you heard her sing the national anthem. Did a great job of that leading into this game, and here she is ready to lead or hit second in the lineup. Okay, some confusion there. It is Chloe Burt set to go second. Here's the pitch. Burt's going to put down a bunt. Pitcher's there, throw over. And she's safe as the play pulls her off. And Peyton Griffith's going to come all the way around, halfway down the third baseline. Gets back to third. And now Mavericks have the Tiger defense in knots right there as Burt is able to take second. No throw made off the mound. And all kinds of pandemonium there off of the bunt. And it's going to end up with two runners in scoring position and none away. And that now will bring up Shea Wickline. Here's the pitch. Shea shows bunt. Pulls back, takes ball one, and catcher going to bluff Griffith back to third. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Takes ball two, and again, Farley will bluff throw back to third. Just keeping Griffith honest there. All right, 2-0 count to catcher Wickline. She's going to pull that bunt back again. Slaps that one, but it's going to get fouled down the left field line. 2-1 count here to the senior catcher. Here's the pitch. Puts down the bunt, and that one's going to roll foul down the third base line. And into a 2-2 count now. And likely take off the bunt. All right, Jones is ready. Rocks back. Here's the delivery. Ball outside. Another bluff throw. And we'll keep Griffith there. Now the full count. All right, good battle happening here between Jones and Wickline. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be high, and it'll load the bases with nobody out. We're going to get a time and a mound visit. And that's going to bring in McKenna Wickline to courtesy run for catcher Shea. The Mavericks with a lot of speed on the bases right now. Peyton Griffith stands just 60 feet away. Chloe Bird at second and McKenna Wickline at first. Three of the faster players on this team. And it's going to bring up one of the most dangerous hitters on the roster as well, as it's going to be Briley Thomas coming up, and behind her will be Aaliyah Clarkson. Both homered in the game against Wyoming East last week. All right, that brings up Thomas. Just said had a homer in that game last week against Wyoming East and take ball one. Wind blowing out almost straight away to center right now. Lovely day. Some thunderstorms threaten this evening, but right now no sign of them. Strike one on the swing. Pitch from Jones, and it's going to hit right back on a hopper. Good play, but not going to beat it at home as Griffith's able to get in. Tried to make the force play at home, and Griffith's able to beat it in by just a step. And nobody looking. 2 runs come across, and now all right, so there's going to be an out recorded there on the force at second, but in the midst of the confusion around that, 2 runs do come across. Burt and Griffith score, and that'll leave 1 runner on with 1 away. And courtesy, Monica Moore going to come in to run for Briley Thomas. And that pitch high. Throw to second on the steal attempt. That's going to get into center. Moore's up. It's going to be a close play at third, and she'll slide in safe. So Monica Moore stealing second. Ball gets into shallow center field. She's able to leg out all the way to third. Beats a throw there, and there's strike one to Clarkson. As Jones pitched to Clarkson, and she's going to hit that one hard. Snagged at third base. Throw over in time, but Moore able to come across the score, and that'll make it 3-0 with 2 away. And that will bring up Peyton Street, freshman second baseman. Will hit with nobody on. And here's the pitch, takes high, ball one. And Jones looks in, here's the delivery, and takes outside, strike one. Just caught the outside. Just caught the outside part of the plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one outside part of the plate as well, strike two. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Jones, and that one popped up. It's going to get into the gap, and that one falls in right center. Street's all the way around. She's thinking 3, and she's going to cruise into third. Safe. That ball was popped up pretty high, but neither player could make their way over, and it fell just between center and right and rolled past both, giving enough room for the triple. That brings up Canterbury with a chance to do some damage. Senior first baseman stands in. Jones ready, and here's the first pitch. Takes outside. Getting into the part of the night where the sun is really shining in the right field may have played a part in not being able to track that ball down. Hits a short. It's going to be fielded there. And it gets by first on the throw. The run comes across. Canterbury's heading to second, and there won't be a throw, and she'll cruise in there. Another run across. That brings Carolyn Clarkson starting at third base. And she takes strike one. And Clarkson with a runner in scoring position. Swings on strike two. And can't catch up to that one. That's strike three. But the Mavericks bring 8 to the plate. 4 come across. And they'll take the 4-0 lead into the top of the second when we come back.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
All right, we are back. And called strike one on the outside. First pitch of the second inning. Briley Thomas facing Abby Farley. Tiger catcher stands in, 0-1 count. Here's the delivery. That one high, takes for ball one. All right, batter in. Thomas ready, wind up, delivery, hits sharply to shortstop. Burt there, throw across, gloves it off the one hopper, and Canterbury has the put out at first. That's a 6-3 put out for out number one. And a nice snag over there at first. Saw Canterbury out in the outfield during that delay before it got started, just working on that. Taking one hoppers, taking stretch balls, and paid off right there on that put out. A nice block at first. Now, first pitch in to Bailey Brewster. Take that for ball one. Tracks inside and high, ball two. Here's the rock back and delivery from Thomas, and that would hit right back. Thomas just sticks a glove out, ends up in a snow cone right there. They're selling snow cones up at the concession stand, and Bradley Thomas says, that's okay, I got one right here for out number two. And that'll bring up Shaylee Cook, the left fielder. She swings through strike one. Bradley Thomas working through this second inning. 2 away, no one on. That one skips in, ball two. Or sorry, ball one. 1-1 count. Second ball from Thomas. Just came in a little bit high. 2-1 count now to Cook. That one fouled away. 2-2. Two delivery, and just leaves that one short. 3-2, full count to Shaylee Cook. Here's the 3-2, and that one comes in high. Cook will take the first base runner of the second on a walk, and left fielder over there, some speed on the base paths for the Tigers. Brings up Faith Blankenship, the right fielder. Still 2 away. See if the Tigers want to be aggressive on the base paths. And a big lead there, but she won't go. Throw back down to first from Wickline, not in time. Canterbury puts on a tag, but she's already back in. Here's the pitch from Thomas. That one hits softly to Second Street there. Throw over and the put away. That's a 4-3, third out. And we'll head into the bottom of the second. Score still 4-0. All right, back here in the bottom of the second, Grayson Dowdy will step in. She's the only Maverick hitter who didn't see a pitch in the first inning. She's going to lead off the second. We'll be right back to the top of the order. All right, Dowdy will stand in from the left-handed batter's block. Here's the pitch from Jones and takes outside, ball one. Jones is ready, wind up, gets her to swing over top of that one, and it's 1-1. One delivery from Jones. That one bounces on the plate, 2-1. Fouls that one off 2-2. Oh, no. A catcher's interference. They're going to say the glove got up there, part of the bat. And instead of strike two, that's going to be a free pass to first. And we're back to the top of the lineup with a runner on. Brings up Peyton Griffith. She singled into right field earlier. Came around to score later. Griffith is in. We're ready to go. Princeton infield playing short, looking for the bunt, and they're going to see it. It's put down nice right in front of the pitcher's mound. They're able to get the play at first, so one away. It does move Dowdy over to second. And it'll bring Burt back up. Now, a lot of speed from Burt. We've talked about that before. Has the speed to leg out any kind of bunt. We'll see if they want to go with that small ball again. Here's the delivery. It's not going to be a bunt. Instead, flared off just out of play behind the home dugout. Princeton still showing an aggressive defense on the corners. And that's going to be hit back up the center. Gets into center field past second base. Dowdy will come around to score. And Burt's going to make it all the way in to second. So another run comes across, and the Mavericks have a runner in scoring position for Shea Wickline. Wickline stands in. Left-handed hitter is going to take outside for ball one. Wickline looks, and here comes the second delivery from Jones, and that one, same track as the first, just off the plate. Takes high, ball three. So Wickline worked herself into a hitter's count, 3-0. Pulls the bunt back, and that's going to be ball four. Runners on first and second now as the dangerous Briley Thomas steps to the plate. McKenna Wickline will come in to courtesy run for Shea once again. Delivery from Jones, a big swing from Thomas, but just to the top of it, fouled off. Hit that directly down into the home plate and bounce back toward the catcher area. Thomas stands in. And that one hit hard. It's going to get past second base into the outfield. It's going to bring one around to score. Wickline rounds third. We'll see if she's going to try, and she is. And she'll make it all the way in with no throw. 2 runs come across, and it's 7-0 Mavericks with one away. Briley Thomas cruises in to second base, and it'll bring up Aaliyah Clarkson. Score 7-0 here.
Hey, Blue. There's a ball on the inside of the fence over there. There's a ball.
I have a delay here while there's a loose ball on the field. Takes ball one. And Monica Moore comes in to run for Briley Thomas as courtesy for the pitcher. Thomas takes strike one just on the inside. Still only one away. Pitch from Jones. And Clarkson will let that one go by for ball two. Clarkson had a home run last week in the game against Wyoming East. 4 home runs in that game. 2 to East, 2 to the Mavericks. And she'll take ball 3. And Clarkson's was a no-doubter over the left field fence. And she'll draw ball 4. And 2 runners on now for the Mavericks with 1 away brings up Peyton Street. And And Jones' first pitch to Street gets a swing, strike one. Pitch two, hit hard. It's going to get into left field past the shortstop. Moore comes around to score. Lizzie Smith pulls in behind, and she'll pull up at third. One across. Mavericks have now scored 4 in each of the first 2 frames, and still only 1 away. Now base runners at second and third. Here's the pitch to Canterbury, called strike just over the outside. One away, a couple of runners in scoring position for Canterbury. Chases high, strike two. 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 and can't catch up outside. That's strike 3. That's the second out, and it will bring up Carolyn Clarkson. Clarkson will stand in with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and flares that one down the line, but lands foul. Jones checks the wristband. Now she's ready. Here's the pitch, and a little bit of a hitch there. She was trying to have the windup. I think I check to see if she's okay, and I think she is. She's all right. That's just going to be ball 1. Gets the pitch now, and that one catches the inside part of the plate. Strike 2. One-two delivery and gets the chase, and that's going to be out number 3. But not before the Mavericks bring another 4 across. It's 8-0 as we head into the third.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote for delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
All right, here we are back, getting ready to start the top of the third. Brings up Charlie Adkins, her first at bat. Thomas looks in, and she'll take ball 1. Soft grounder back to the pitcher. Thomas will pick up that lazy throw over, and that's out number 1. Back to the bottom of the order, actually. Autumn Triolo hit for the first time, and she takes strike one on the outside. This is the 0-1 delivery from Thomas, and gets her to swing over the top of the low fastball. 0-2. Can't get her to chase the off speed. Wind starting to pick up out towards center, blowing a steady rate now, and the off speed gets her there. She's way out in front, and that's out number 2 on the strikeout. It'll bring up Shy Richardson. She reached base, made it all the way over to third earlier in this game. That was in the first. Reached on a close play at first. That was the ball was almost snagged out of the air by Chloe Bird at short, and then the throw almost beat her as well, able to just leg it out. Ball 1. Thomas looks in. Now rocks back. Here's the windup. Comes in high. Thomas looks in and gets her to chase there. Can't catch up to the fastball. Strike 1. Underneath that one for strike 2. All right, 2-2 count. 2 away in the top of the third. Thomas ready. Comes through off speed, just able to get a piece of it. Keep things right where they are. 2-2. Two delivery again. Fastball just comes in low. 3-2. Three-two delivery. Fouls that one off. Stay alive. Good battle going on here between Thomas and Richardson. Delivery on the 3-2. That one popped up. It's going to get over in foul territory. Is it in play? And it is in play, but not going to be able to get over and make the play. So we'll come back and do that again. This fight continues between the leadoff hitter Richardson and Thomas, the original leadoff, I should say, batting number 1 in the order. There are 2 away in the inning. Shy Richardson ready. Here's the pitch from Thomas, and called strike 3 on the outside. And that's going to do it here for the third, or top of the third. We'll be right back with the bottom in just a minute. And a slap hit by Dowdy. That's going to get just foul. That was hit into a good spot, but landed 3 or 4 feet to the foul side. Takes ball 1. Dowdy, a slap hitter from the left side. Starting in the back of the batter's box, works her way to the top and just can't get a hold of that one. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. Takes outside. 2-2. No outs, none on. Bottom of the third. Mavericks ahead, 8-0. On this game, that was about an hour and a half delay getting started. That one slapped back. Pitcher's able to put a glove on it, throw over, and that's out number 1. 1-3 put out. That's Jones to Triolo. And it'll bring the Mavericks back up to the top of the order. Peyton Griffith. Jones' first pitch to Griffith. That's popped up. Going to land in the infield and just stop right there in the sand. And Griffith's going to go to second on the wild throw. And that one goes over his two, but a good backup from center field will keep Griffith right there. And that ball was popped up short, hit that brick dust there right in the infield between the pitcher's mound and second instead of rolling on, or first, and instead of rolling on to the second baseman, just kind of stopped right where it was. Second base had to charge in, and by that time, Griffith was almost to first. The hurried throw ends up back by the fence, and Griffith takes second. That'll bring up Chloe Bird, and she'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Hard hit by Burt. That's going to get into the gap in left center all the way up to the fence. Dowdy will come around to score, and that's a stand-up double for Burt, who just absolutely walloped that ball. Burt feeling good out there on second here on senior night. And it brings up Shea Wickline. She puts down the bunt. It stops right there. Really good bunt. Throw over to first is going to get wild. Shea will be safe at first, and Burt comes around. And the Mavericks have put up 10 runs here with 1 out in the third. And it'll bring up McKenna Wickline to courtesy run for Shea. That was a great bunt. Just died right there about 3 feet in front of home plate. They got it, made the throw down, not able to handle it at first. We got a timeout, another visit to the mound. Tell you what, Chloe Burt just put a charge into that ball. Line drive shot, one hopper to the fence. And Dowdy was able to come around easy and score on that, and Burt cruised into second. And Briley Thomas will stand in. Fouls that one off out of play. Jones is ready. Here's the pitch. That one high, taken for ball 1. 1-1 delivery just outside. Throw down to second on the steal and can't get the tag down. Nice throw. Shortstop Richardson came over, gloved it, threw a hand out, but not able to reach Wickline. She slides in safe to second. And it's a 1-2 count here at the plate.
Red car in the back row. Your headlights are on. Thank you.
Jones checks her wristband. Has the call. Steps up to, here's the rock back wind-up delivery. Taken low. 2-2. One away here, bottom of the third. 2 runs have come across to score. And McKenna Wickline stands at second. Delivery. That ball hammered into right field. It's going to get up to the fence. Wickline's going to come around to score. Thomas isn't slowing down. She's thinking 3, and she'll get in without a throw on a stand-up RBI triple. And the Mavericks just have it rolling right now as they've put up 11. That'll bring Monica Moore into courtesy run for the pitcher Thomas. And Leah Clarkson will step to the plate. First pitch, high, ball 1. Wind still picking up out there. Takes ball 2. Jones gets Clarkson to chase. 2-1. And strike 2 on the swing, a little bit late there, and it's 2-2. Two delivery from Jones, and that's strike number 3 on the swing, 2 away. And it'll bring up Peyton Street. That pitch well inside. Street has to duck out of the way. Ball popped up. It's going to be trouble out there. Brought in right field, and that's out number 3. That was Faith Blankenship able to range over near the fence and get that one. Hard hit. Pop-up. I wouldn't call it a pop-up exactly. Pretty well hit just out to the fence, a little short of getting out. Blankenship able to range over and get it. Holds the Mavericks to 3, and they have put up crooked numbers in each of the first 3 frames, and they lead 11-0 as we head into the 4th.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304.
All right, back top of the fourth. Here's the first pitch. Low and outside for ball one. And it's Ivy Radford. The center fielder will stand in for the 0-1 delivery. Called strike. Count even at 1. Here's the pitch, and that one topped back. Thomas charges, throw over, and in time. Nice play there at first on the glove by Evie Canterbury. It's a 1-3 put out for the first out, and that wasn't a hurry. That was a nice little topper put back, effectively a bunt. Thomas had to charge in, make a quick throw over, and Canterbury there, even with the runner bearing down, was able to put on the glove, and it's 1 away. Brings up Hayden Jones, the pitcher. She takes strike 1 over middle of the plate. Weather still looks good here. Sky's mostly clear. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, and that hits softly. Second able to range over. That's Street. She flips it to first to Canterbury, and it's the 4-1 for out number 2. Catcher Abby Farley steps in with 2 away. Thomas's pitch called strike 1. Pitch down the middle, and Thomas working quickly. Back on the rubber, rocks back, and here it comes. That one hit into left field. Charging in is Clarkson to put that ball away. Oh, that's Lizzie Smith in left field. Sorry. Lizzie Smith charged in to put that ball away, and that's going to be out number 3. Mavericks head into the bottom of the 4th, leading 11-0. All right, and Canterbury being hit for here by Skylar Clarkson. Might be getting to the point of the game here on senior night when the seniors are getting to make their exits. That ball slammed, and that's going to end up over in an adjacent property, I think. We'll have to track that one down. 0-2 the count. And that one over the head. Ball one. 1-2 count. Called strike three on the outside, and there's one away. That's going to bring up Carolyn Clarkson. Here's the delivery. And says she went around on the check swing, strike one. Swings on that one, strike two. And gets to chase on strike three, and that's a quick 2 out. And now Ariana South going to stand in. She'll hit in place of Grayson Dowdy. Takes high, ball one. Swings underneath, 1-1. Can't catch up to the inside, and it's 1-2. Here's the delivery, and called strike three, and it's 3 up, 3 down. And we'll head into top of the fifth, score 11-0 when we're back.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
We are back top of the fifth. And Mavericks have an 11-0 lead. And this is going to bring up for the second time tonight Bailey Brewster, the third baseman. Takes ball one. That wind's still blowing out pretty stiffly right straight to center field. It's really starting to get dark on the horizon as well. Of course, the sun going down part of it, but as I said before, threat of storms tonight. Hopefully we can get the finish in here before anything sets in. Ball two. And the 2-0 pitch gets her to chase. Strike one. Thomas looks in. Here's the 2-1 delivery and swings over that one. 2-2. Into the fifth now. It's a 10-run rule in effect if the Tigers aren't able to score in this inning, the game will end. Called strike three, and that's the first out.
Got headlights in the second row, please. Over right field, headlights.
I think she just opened up her door to get a blanket.
Stand in front of it. A little bit of a delay while we get some headlights turned off. And they're off. All right, that brings up Shaylee Cook. And strike one called there. 0-1 count. One away. Softly hit. Griffith ranges over, flips to Clarkson at first, and that's the second out. So 2 away, Tigers down to their last out, and it'll be Faith Blankenship who steps to the plate. Thomas, here's the pitch, and that one bounces just in front of the plate, doesn't get a chase, and ball one. Thomas is ready, 1-0 pitch, just high, ball two. Outside, 3-0 count to Blankenship. It's a 10-run rule, so Tigers would have to bring 2 across to pitch this game into the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 3-0 delivery, and that one hit back. Street's there to glove it, throw over, and a little high, but Clarkson brings it down, puts on the tag, and that's going to do it here. Mavericks are going to take this win 11-0. And a delayed start, but a quick game, and at 8 o'clock, we're going to put it in the books. Mavericks win 11-0. We will be back tomorrow. Baseball game. Basically, the rest of the week has baseball games. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, there's baseball games. There's also a doubleheader softball game Friday, and we'll have that for you as well. So we're going to call that here for tonight, and we will see you guys on the next one.